Yo, what is up, my friends? It's your boy Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We got your best bets for NFL Sunday, week number 11, here on Sunday, November 16, 2025. We're going to cover NFL player props, spreads, totals, predictions, parlays, as always. 5 picks in the video. Let's lock in and get this sweep.
Well, my presence isn't real. It's another bad one like this is scale. It's straight fire. All my bets straight from. You're in the house that cab made now. Straight fire.
As always, my friends, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button for me. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. Let's lock in and have a great week number 11 here in the NFL. Thursday night did not go as planned, obviously. Hopping into a quick recap from Thursday night, we ended up going 0-3. Minus 3.10 units. So obviously, we put a tenth of a unit on the parlay, and that did not cash. Obviously, as we went 0-3. But we had the Patriots team total over 27.5, and guess how many points they scored, guys? Take a guess. 27 points, right on the hook. We have Breece Hall, 3+ receptions. Guess how many catches he had? 2. Again, on the hook there. And then we had, for the Patriots, Drake May, over 22.5 rushing yards. He didn't get close to that, so we can't really feel any type of way towards that. But the other two I do feel some type of way towards. Breece Hall had a bunch of targets there at the end. They got tipped at the line of scrimmage and a whole bunch of other crap. The game script went according to plan. Obviously, as the Patriots won by double digits, the Jets were playing from behind most of the second half, obviously. So entering those passing downs, which they did have, and there were certainly opportunities for Breece Hall. We just didn't cash. So obviously, very frustrating day in the NFL, guys. But I'm ready for NFL Sunday, guys. We are having a great week in week number 11 in the NFL. It's gonna happen. I'm just saying. I know Thursday didn't start well, but we're gonna turn this around here. This is where it starts. I'm really excited about these plays, guys, and I think we're gonna have some great results here to end the week. That is obviously the hope. Of course, as always, guys, I can't guarantee that, but I feel really good about what we got in store for you here today. So let's get after it, my friends. Quick recap from our comic cappers. We did have Teeks who called a plus 222 parlay in the chat, guys. It was a bevy of things that involved the Patriots minus 6.5, the under 49.5, and a multitude of other things as well, and cashed really easily. So great call out there from Teeks. We love to see it. Teeks is a great guy. Always posts out some great parlays in the chat. So make sure you guys are paying attention to the comic capper section. Comic cappers do a great job here at the channel. So keep doing what you're doing, guys. Drop your favorite pick down below. Put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. If your pick hits down below in the chat, as always, we'll include your pick in the chat. And we'll give you guys a shout out that you guys deserve. Helping carry the momentum here of the channel, guys. We need you, especially when I suck. So we're going to turn it around, though, guys. I'm Steve from Straight Fire Picks. This is not what we do. We do not post losing days. That is not our code. We're going to turn that around today. So let's get after it today. At number 1, my friends, we're going Minnesota Vikings. Minus 2.5 here on the spread versus the Chicago Bears. We got minus 115 odds here on FanDuel risking unit here. So I really love this play. Obviously, just on a surface level, right? We feel like the Vikings are a better team than the Bears overall at this point in the season. I know the Bears are improving. Ben Johnston, he came over from my Detroit Lions. He's doing a phenomenal job. The Bears are 6-3. They're having, honestly, a solid season. They've come back in a lot of games, won a lot of one-score games, really have been competitive. But I think overall, in a lot of these games, even in these games that the Bears have played recently, they've been outplayed a lot of these games. But teams like the Giants, Commanders have not been able to close them out. But they should have been. The Bears had no real reason to win the last couple games that they did, particularly against the Giants or the Commanders there, which they did. But I think the Vikings are a little bit of a different animal. Obviously led by Kevin O'Connell. He's a great head coach. And the weapons that they got on offense, guys, I just don't see the Vikings dropping this one at home to the Bears. Maybe if this was on the road, maybe. But at home, when you get guys like Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, Aaron Jones, all active here for this game, I don't see the Vikings losing this one to the Bears. I know the Bears are improving, and I'm proud of them. Their offense has been improving, but overall, holistically, they're still not actually a great football team as of yet. I can't label them that. The defense has been pretty piss poor most of the season. As far as in most defensive metrics, they haven't been good. They've been getting away with murder the last couple weeks, simply because fourth quarter rolls around and teams forget how to play football versus the Chicago Bears. To the credit of the Bears, they've come back and made these things happen. I'm not hating on them, because they're a young team still figuring out how to win. I think the Vikings overall, like I said, are just a better football team. If you look at the season, 18th in scoring defense here for the Vikings. Bears are 28th. The scoring defense isn't great, obviously. If you look at the matchup history between these two teams, Vikings have won 7 of the last 8 meetings by 3+ points. So this series has been dominated by Minnesota. I really am not looking for that to be any different here today, honestly. I think, with Jones, Jefferson, Addison all playing, I just don't see any way the Vikings drop this game. Home field advantage here for Minnesota. 12th in yards per game allowed. Bears 27th in yards per game allowed. So I think, honestly, overall, guys, I think you'll see the Vikings show up here at home and pull out at least a win. I wouldn't be surprised if they win this game by double digits. So give me Minnesota here, guys. Love the Vikings here. -2.5 on the spread versus the Chicago Bears. We got -115 odds here on FanDuel for our number 1 pick. Candidate number 2. Where else would I go, guys? We've done this, I feel like, every single week for like the last 6 weeks, and it's been very good to us. We're going Christian McCaffrey. Over 50.5 receiving yards here for the San Francisco 49ers. We got -114 odds here on DraftKings. They're going to offer this line at 50.5 again? Really? That's crazy to me, because we've just been cashing this line right and left over the last 5 weeks. I believe we're 4-1 to McCaffrey's lines. So obviously we're going to play it again. I don't care what the matchup is. Technically, the Cardinals are 8th in receiving yards allowed to running backs. Honestly, I don't care. Because Christian McCaffrey is not used like a typical running back. He doesn't even qualify as a running back as far as in the pass game. He's basically a wide receiver. They use him any which way they want to use him. This guy is so dynamic in the pass game, and he has been all year. He's cashed this line in 9 of 10 games this season. You'll love to see it. He's averaging 9 targets per game, coming off another 10-target game. There's no reason not to love Christian McCaffrey here. There really isn't. I can't think of any reason not to love him here. 6 of his last 7 versus the Arizona Cardinals to this line, averaging 68.4 receiving yards per game. What are we doing, guys? What are the books doing with this line? This line should be at least 60, and we got it here at 50.5. Let's cash again, guys. This is just free money that the books are handing out, and I will gladly take it because I think this is a great play again. Brandon Ayuk, again, still out for the 49ers. This wide receiver core has been banged up all season, and McCaffrey's had to step up, and they've leaned on him, and I expect them to continue to lean on him in this particular matchup. I think he's going to have another great game. There's no reason to think that he won't. He's been so consistent all season. There's no reason. I can't, like I said, some guys, regardless of matchup, you just keep taking, and you keep enjoying the cash because that's just what they do. So I think McCaffrey takes care of us again, guys. Let's lock it in. Number 2, Christian McCaffrey, over 50.5 receiving yards for the San Francisco 49ers, -114 odds here on DraftKings. Lock it in, my friends. Candidate number 3, we got Khalil Shakir, over 4.5 receptions. Here for the Buffalo Bills, we got -108 odds here on FanDuel. Risk game unit here. So he's actually 6-9 this season to this line. That's very solid. 4 out of 5 at home to this line, so I'd love to see that. Tampa Bay Bucks, 28th in receptions allowed to wide receivers, so I love seeing that as well. What I actually really like is the weather is actually supposed to be pretty shaky here. It's supposed to be cloudy with a chance of rain, 25-mile-an-hour per winds possible. So the conditions could get kind of crazy up here in Buffalo. So obviously, they're probably going to work that short passing game. Bucks are overall pretty good run-stopping defense. Bills are still going to have to throw the football. They're going to have to find some creative ways to do it. Khalil Shakir is at the top of that list as far as short passing game, finding ways to get him the ball. He's very shifty, very good in space. So I expect Shakir to get the short catches, which is what I'm really excited about here today. This is a perfect short pass receiver. So his volume as far as what he's going to get this game will only increase as far as in the short passing game. I think this is a great opportunity for Khalil Shakir to use him in the short passing game. 6 catches the last time he played Tampa Bay for what it's worth in 2023. I'm not honestly too worried about that stuff. I'm worried about this year. He's pretty much the Bills' primary target, especially with Dalton Kincaid now out for the Bills. He is easily their bona fide best target on the field. So he'll certainly get a lot of looks. And the Bills, like I said, are going to have to throw the ball regardless if they want to or not. And Shakir, like I said, should be a big part of that equation in the short passing game. I absolutely love the value that you're getting on him. You're getting slightly better than minus 110 value. You're getting minus 108 on a like I said, on a 4.5 reception line that he's hit in 67% of games this season, 80% at home. There's really no other way not to like this. And like I said, with the weather being what it is, I actually like it more. So give me Khalil Shakir there for a number 3 pick. Over 4.5 receptions. Minus 108 odds here on FanDuel. Okay, and at number 4, we got Christian Watson. Over 39.5 receiving yards here for the Green Bay Packers. We're going minus 110 odds here on MGM. Risky a unit here. So far, Christian Watson 3 for 3 out of the season on the line. Love seeing that. 62.7 receiving yards per game average. We played him last week in cash. We'd love to see it, guys. As it goes deeper into the season, I like Watson more and more because he's getting more adapt to this offense. Obviously, as he's coming back, and he honestly looks good. Christian Watson's looked terrific in his first 3 games. I have no problems with the routes that he's running. He easily could have more yards than he even has. I've watched, obviously, a few of his games, and I like what I see from him down the field, just from an eye test. But obviously, this is also a great matchup. The Giants 28th in receiving yards allowed to wide receivers, so I like seeing that. They're also 23rd in long reception allowed. The reason I mention that is because this is the guy that will burn the top on you, that will take you deep, and the Giants have been giving up big plays. So Christian Watson is certainly the guy to take advantage of that secondary deep, and I think we'll see more of that in this one. He's averaging just 4 targets per game, but like I said, I only see an upside for him. He's been cashing this line easily even with just the 4 targets, but I see even more upside with him as he gets more acclimated back into this offense. He's just coming back, and he's still cashing this line. So you gotta reckon the dude's been shaking off rust, and he's doing just fine with that, with all that given there. So like I said, for the value that you're getting from just to get 40, just like we said last week, I think this is simply too good here versus the New York Giants. I think he gets this done easily, and he takes care of business here. So love it there for number 4 pick, guys. We get Christian Watson over 39.5 receiving yards for the Green Bay Packers, minus 110 odds on MGM. Okay, and finally at number 5, we got Ladd McConkey over. What am I saying? Over. Anytime touchdown score here for the Los Angeles Chargers, plus 190 odds on DraftKings. Anytime I take a touchdown score, guys, I'm looking for sneaky good value. I don't just want to get paid 1-1 on a touchdown score. I don't think that's worth it. If you get paid 2-1 in the right spot, though, I think it can be worth it. And certainly here with Ladd McConkey, I think we're getting some great value. He's got a touchdown in 4 of his last 6 games. I'd love to see that. Jaguars here ranked 26th in touchdowns allowed to wide receivers, so I love seeing that as well. He's got 9 red zone targets in his last 6 games. You got to love that, guys. I absolutely love to see it. Love the plus value that we're getting here. Obviously for him, he's been Justin Herbert's trusted target really over these last 5-6 weeks. He's really turned into the number 1 wide receiver, whether you want it or not. This guy has been the beacon of consistency as far as targets, volume, receptions, touchdowns, yardage. He's been doing it all. And I think, once again, he's in a great spot here versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now without Travis Hunter there in the secondary, Ladd McConkey should have a field day. Jackson Smith and Jigba did, and it honestly kind of reminds me, he's not the same player, but there is some similarities there with Ladd McConkey where he can be a dominant receiver at times. I think McConkey has the ability here, and I think he'll find the end zone here in this one. So, love it there, guys, for number 5 pick. We got Ladd McConkey, anytime touchdown scorer here for the Los Angeles Chargers, plus 190 odds here on DraftKings. All right, guys, and of course, for the Sweep Parlay, valued at plus 37.44 odds on Fanatics with our profit boost that they're giving us here. Risking just 1/10 of a unit to make about 4 units here. So this could obviously lock up a huge day for us if we're able to cash this. I love all the plays that we have. Like I said, I think we're on 9 for a great NFL Sunday. And I'm excited to see this play out. I don't have an anytime touchdown parlay, guys. I'm chilling a little bit this week. I want to see our straights come in. I really want to focus in on these straights and make sure we have a good week. So I believe that we will. And I'm excited for the results. I hope y'all are too. Let's lock in and get this 5-0 sweep. What do you guys say? I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys look out for our Sunday night football video as well. Lions, Eagles. We're going to have that game posted live later tonight on Saturday night. It'll be a little bit later, but you guys can expect to see that. And we'll have some picks for that game as well. We're going to lock in and have a great Week 11 in the NFL, guys. It's what we're going to do. I'm not going to settle for no 0-3 on a Thursday night. No, that's not going to do it for me. We're going to lock in here on Sunday and get this done. So let's do it. Ride with me. Let's make some money. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And let's get after it. Peace out.